Thank you. As you can tell, today's going to be a very different kind of event. So let's get started with Apple News. Like many of you, I love the feeling of being at the newsstand with all those beautiful and thought-provoking magazines covering so many topics. We want them all, but we might only be able to get one or maybe two. But what if we could have them all? Well, today, we're going to do just that. We're bringing magazines to Apple News. All of these magazines come to life in an all-new service that we call Apple News Plus.
With an Apple News Plus subscription, the experience gets even better. It means I get the latest magazines. With this design, we wanted to add the best of the magazine experience into the app. And that starts with the covers. We wanted to make them even more inviting, an entrance into another world. So we created the live cover. Check this one out from National Geographic. It's an amazing aerial view. When I tap on a cover, I'm taken to the table of contents, where I can see all the articles in the issue. I can jump to whichever one I'm interested in, like this. And here I land in a National Geographic article, beautifully designed, and full of amazing infographics. Apple News Plus makes the experience of diving into an issue even more fun and exciting. I can navigate to the full breadth of the catalog by just tapping here at the top. And here I have hundreds and hundreds of magazines. I can find my sports, my music, my travel. I can find the entire newsstand that Tim referred to right here on my iPad. And that's the new Apple News Plus, the best mobile magazine experience ever.
But Apple News Plus is about more than magazines. Apple News Plus also includes some of the most popular premium digital subscriptions like the Skim. And I'm super proud to announce that Apple News Plus also includes one of the world's top newspapers, the Wall Street Journal. We don't know what you read, and in addition to that, we don't allow advertisers to track you. If you were to subscribe to all of these individually, it would cost you over $8,000 per year. But with Apple News Plus, you pay $9.99 per month. We decided to make this available to your entire family with family sharing at no extra charge. Apple News Plus is available today. Just download today's updates of iOS and macOS and launch Apple News. And the first month is free. And in addition to launching in the US, I'm happy to say we're also bringing Apple News and Apple News Plus to Canada in both English and in French. And later this year, we'll be bringing Apple News Plus to Australia, and we'll be coming to Europe, starting with the UK.
Today, we're introducing a brand new service, and we call it Apple Card.
You don't have to wait days to get your card. Just sign up on your iPhone, and in just minutes, you get your Apple Card, and you can start using it right away. You can use it worldwide, anywhere with Apple Pay, in apps, in stores, on the web, and your Apple Card will be available across all of your Apple devices. With Apple Card, if you have a question, just text us right from Messages. Everything from getting details on a transaction to letting us know your new address. It's as easy as messaging a friend. With Apple Card, we use machine learning and Apple Maps to transform this mess into names and locations that you'll recognize. Most rewards programs use points. With points, you're never quite sure how much they're worth or where or when you can use them. With Apple Card, we want you to get the most for your money. So every time you spend with Apple Card, you get cash back, and you get it every day. It's my favorite feature, and we call it Daily Cash. In fact, every time you pay with your iPhone or Apple Watch, you'll get 2% of the purchase amount in daily cash. Or when you purchase services like Apple Music or News Plus, you get 3% daily cash. So Apple Card does not have any fees. no late fees, no annual fees, no international fees, and no over-limit fees. No fees even hidden. With MasterCard's global payment network, Apple Card will be accepted all over the world. And your Apple Card is more secure than others. It has no card number, no CVV, no expiration, and no signature. And when you make a purchase with this beautiful titanium Apple Card, you get 1% daily cash. Apple Card will be coming to the Wallet app in the US this summer, and we think you're going to love it. Thank you.
Now let's turn our attention to the App Store.
We are working with some of the most creative game developers in the world on a new kind of service designed specifically for games like these. A service that is giving them the freedom to do the best work of their lives. We call it Apple Arcade. You'll be able to play Apple Arcade games across iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple TV, and pick up where you left off in a game, even if you switch devices. And unlike streaming services, every game will be playable offline. So you can play anywhere, regardless of your internet connection. Apple Arcade games cannot collect any data about you, nor track any information about how you play their games without your consent. And your family will be able to enjoy it for no additional charge. Apple Arcade will be available this fall in over 150 countries and regions around the world.
Now let's talk about TV.
If you love movies, the new Apple TV app is now the place for you. With Apple TV channels, only the channels you want, on demand, ad-free, for the entire family. And all of it is inside the new Apple TV app. We use advanced machine learning to understand what you like to watch from the subscriptions you already have, so we can help you find your next favorite show. You'll be able to get this new experience, including Apple TV channels, on all these devices through a software update this May. And I'm so excited to tell you that for the first time, we're bringing the Apple TV app to the Mac this fall. We're launching the same great experience with Samsung this spring, followed by Sony, LG, and Vizio, all the biggest names in smart TVs. And we're even bringing the Apple TV app to Roku and Amazon, so everyone can have an Apple TV experience on every screen. The Apple TV app is available in 10 countries, but we're bringing the all-new experience to our customers around the world in over 100 countries.
Are going to be resurrecting this 93-year-old brand and offering to multi-generational audiences a whole new batch of amazing stories.
We can't wait to show all of you what we have been cooking up.
So be on the lookout for the morning show.
Being blind isn't something that can get turned on and off. It's a part of who you are, it's a part of your soul. And now while you're at it, imagine a world evolved, designed, and built to be experienced without sight. We did, and it yielded the world of C.
The immigrant dream is the American dream. Connecting through our stories will give us a better understanding of each other. We can't wait for you to see our little America.
The peeps at Sesame Workshop and Apple have teamed up to make an incredible new preschool show starring me! It's called Helpsters. Oh. Yeah.
So this was the beginning of our new series, Little Voice, a funny, romantic show about the reality of what is hard and wonderful and transformative about being a young woman who has to ultimately find her voice as an artist, but also as a person through music.
Apple TV Plus is an ad-free subscription service. It's on demand, available online and offline. Everything's downloadable. It's available in 100+ countries. It's a global service, and it's all starting this fall.
So I have 2 documentaries in the works right now, one exploring the toll of sexual harassment, assault, and violation in the workplace. The working title is Toxic Labor. The other, yet unnamed, multi-part series focuses on mental health and how this scourge of depression and anxiety, post-traumatic stress, addiction, trauma, and loss is just devastating lives daily across the globe.
What a fun morning.